This is a video reading excerpt from Psycho-Cybernetics, written by Maxwell Maltz. Chapter 4, Dehypnotize Yourself from False Beliefs. Part 3, Is everyone hypnotized? It is no exaggeration to say that every human being is hypnotized to some extent, either by ideas he has uncritically accepted from others, or ideas he has repeated to himself or convinced himself are true. These negative ideas have exactly the same effect upon our behavior as the negative ideas implanted into the mind of a hypnotized subject by professional hypnotists. Have you ever seen a demonstration of honest-to-goodness hypnosis? If not, let me describe to you just a few of the more simple phenomena which result from the hypnotist's suggestion. The hypnotist tells a football player that his hand is stuck to the table and that he cannot lift it. It is not a question of the football player not trying. He simply cannot. He strains and struggles until his muscles of his arm and shoulder stand out like cords, but his hand remains fully rooted to the table. He tells of a championship weightlifter that he cannot lift a pencil from the desk, and although normally he can hoist a 400-pound weight overhead, he now actually cannot lift the pencil. Strangely enough, in the above instances, hypnosis does not weaken athletes. They are potentially as strong as ever, but without realizing it consciously, they are working against themselves. On the other hand, they try to lift the hand or the pencil by voluntary effort and actually contract the proper lifting muscles. But on the other hand, the idea you cannot do it causes contrary muscles to contract quite apart from their will. The negative idea causes them to defeat themselves. They cannot express or cannot bring into play their actual available strength. The gripping strength of a third athlete had been tested on a dynamometer and had been found to be 100 pounds. All his effort and straining cannot budge the needle beyond the 100-pound mark. Now he is hypnotized and told, "You are very, very strong. Stronger than you have ever been in your life. Much stronger. Much, much stronger. You are surprised at how strong you are." Again, the gripping strength of his hand is tested. This time he easily pulls the needle to the 125-pound mark. Again, strangely enough, hypnosis has not added anything to his actual strength. What the hypnotic suggestion did was to overcome a negative idea which had previously prevented him from expressing his full strength. In other words, the athlete in his normal waking state had imposed a limitation upon his strength by the negative belief that he could only grip 100 pounds. The hypnotist merely removed this mental block and allowed him to express his true strength. The hypnosis literally dehypnotized him temporarily from his own self-limiting beliefs about himself. As Dr. Barber has said, it is awfully easy to assume that the hypnotist himself must have some magical power when you see rather miraculous things happen during a hypnotic session. The stutterer talks fluently. The timid, shy, retiring Casper Milquetoast became outgoing, poised, and makes a stirring speech. Another individual who is not especially good at adding figures with a pencil and paper, when awake, multiplies 2 3-digit figures in his head. All this happens apparently merely because the hypnotist tells him that they can and instructs them to go ahead and do it. To onlookers, the hypnotist's word has magical power. However, such is not the case. The power, the basic ability to do these things was inherent in the subjects all the time, even before they met the hypnotist. The subjects, however, were unable to use this power because they themselves did not know it was there. They had bottled it up and choked it off because of their own negative beliefs. Without realizing it, they had hypnotized themselves into believing they could not do these things, and it would be truer to say that the hypnotist had dehypnotized them than to say that he had hypnotized them. Within you, whoever you may be, regardless of how big a failure you may think yourself to be, is the ability and power to do whatever you need to do to be happy and successful. Within you right now is the power to do things you never dreamed possible. This power becomes available to you just as soon as you can change your beliefs, just as quickly as you can dehypnotize yourself from the ideas of "I can't," "I'm not worthy," "I don't deserve it," and other self-limiting ideas.